Today we're going to tell time to the half hour again, but on a digital clock. So we're going to read what time it is on an analog clock. So remember the minute hand points to the 6, meaning 30 minutes, and the shorter hour hand is in between the 12 and 1, and on a clock, the 12 comes first. So the way that we read this clock is 12:30 or half past 12. So on an analog clock, this is what it looks like with the hour and minute hand, but on a digital clock, it just shows the numbers. So this is called a colon or 2 dots here. Whatever is on the left-hand side is the hour number, and on the right-hand side is the minutes. A digital clock can also show time to the half hour. So we see that the minute longer hand is on the 6 minutes, so that's 30, because half of an hour, 60 minutes, is 30 minutes, so that's why there's 30. The hour hand is in between the 6 and the 7. 6 comes before, so it's 6:30. Both of the clocks, the analog clock and the digital clock, show half past 6 or 6:30. So yesterday we were using the two words half past, and then we were looking at the hour hand. For today, we're going to only use numbers to tell the time. So let's look at the analog clock first, and then we're going to type in that time on a digital clock. So let's do the hour number first. The red shorter hand is in between 1 and 2. On a clock, the 1 comes before. So 1 is for the hour. Minutes, is the blue minute hand is pointing to the 6. And whenever that minute hand is on the 6, it's going to be 30 minutes. So remember that, do you see those tiny lines? So whenever it skips to, let's say 12 to 1, that's 5 minutes past. So if we skip count by 5, let's see what minute or what number we get when we count to 6. So let's kind of like skip count or jump. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, we can see that when it lands on the 6, 30 minutes have passed. Let's start at the hour. The number that comes before is 8. And the minute hand is pointing to the 6, and we know that's 30. Okay, 2 more questions to go. So if you forget, here's a clue here. The hour hand is the shorter red hand, and the minute hand is the longer blue hand. So 11 and 12, 11 comes before. And whenever it's on 6, it's 30 minutes. Last one, our hand is between 3 and 4. 3 comes before. The minute hand is on 6, but that actually means 30 minutes. I wanted to review one thing before I stop this video. Okay. When we look at the hour hand, you know how I keep saying, okay, it's not touching a number, so we need to look at what number comes before on the clock. So I don't think I really mentioned it before, but when we look at the numbers on the clock, the 12 actually comes first. So if I were to say, what number comes before on a clock? It's not 1, it's going to be 12. Okay, so let's not get confused when we see 12:30 versus 1:30, okay? And let me explain that one more time. The hour hand is pointing in between the 12 and the 1. When we're counting, the number 1 comes before, but on a clock, the 12 actually comes before, okay? So 12:30.